I think I'm a little bit surprised about this one, a little bit. But then once we start talking about it, you're gonna be like, why haven't we been talking about Matt Shaw all year long? Why hasn't everybody just said, dude, you guys got to go get Matt Shaw? Matt Shaw with the Double A affiliate with the Chicago Cubs. He's 5'11", 185 pounds. He is 22 years old, but he was drafted in round 1, pick 13 overall in 2023 out of College, Maryland. And, all he did this year was bat 357 with an on base of 400, slugs 618 with an on base percentage of an on base plus slugging of 1.018. That's 8 home runs, 15 stolen bases, 25 strikeouts, 9 walks in 157 at bats. My God, Matt Shaw, you are a man amongst children. What do you say, Ross?
All right. So Matt Shaw was the 13th overall pick in the draft this year. So he wasn't totally unknown. He's a first rounder. He was absolutely tearing the cover off the ball when he first came up, and he garnered a comp to, and I was almost like, this concerned me because nobody can live up to these expectations, but he's the first player ever that I've seen that garnered a comp to Barry Bonds.
Nice.
For a brief period of time. It didn't last too long, but he was ripping the cover off the ball. And at that point, what do you say? I mean, the machine is pulling out the results based on performance data. Who am I to dispute that? I don't think I didn't think it was going to last, and sure enough, it didn't. But he did have a really strong debut. Interestingly, he wasn't doing it with the insane plate discipline, and this is one of the reasons I didn't love the Barry Bonds comp, because we all know Barry Bonds took a walk. Matt Shaw, not so much, but he was slugging. He was, hitting for average. He was doing everything else, stealing bases. So he looks interesting. I'm holding back slightly just because I'm going to say, I want to see more. It's a small sample. He's got 170 career plate appearances in the minor leagues so far. The plate discipline is okay, but it's not great. It's not what I would like in my prospect, especially a guy that's coming out of college and playing at some of these levels. But he did get up to Double A, and he held his own there. So I just want to see a little bit more before I make my stance on whether or not he's going to be somebody I give a ringing endorsement to or not. That's kind of where I sit on
it. The only thing that I want to poke a hole in your analysis there was you said Barry Bonds could take a walk. I get it. Barry Bonds could take a walk, but he was given a million of those things.
Oh, yeah. Of course he was. Because if you didn't give him a walk, he was going to hit a bomb.
That was the only hole I wanted to plug in there.
Yeah.
But Matt Shaw, man, everything he's done. What's his college stats look like? Do you got those in front of you?
I do. Yeah. So in college, I'll give you his career slash to start, and then I'll finish with his final year, which prompted him to be the 13th overall pick. His career slash was 320, 413. 623, so pretty good, solid numbers across the board. He was pretty good in summer leagues too. Actually, he was really good in summer leagues, which may bode well for him as a professional using the wood bat. I'm looking through this and looks like he was crushed it every year in the summer leagues. So his last year at Maryland, he slashed 341, 445, 697, 24 home runs, which was his career high, 18 stolen bases, only got caught stealing once. Also his career high was that 18 stolen bases. He walked 43 times and struck out 42. So pretty good, solid final season in college. Yeah. Certainly nothing to sniff at or, hold your nose up at by any means.
So once again, depending on owner, whether owner really loves college bats, really believes in first year player stats, stuff like that. This could be cheap, but it shouldn't be. It should be a high price to pay. I'm saying go get him. I really like Matt Shaw, and I love him in the Cubs organization.
So the one reason I'm kind of shying away from that is that I've seen him going like top 15 in drafts.
That's tough.
I mean, we're talking about overall prospects. So not just like FYPD. FYPD is easy top 15. He's top 10, easily top 10, I think. But when we're talking about overall, I think that that's getting pretty aggressive when I just have a couple question marks still out there. So I just want to see a little bit more before I'm making a decision on him. But it's promising. Right now, what we're seeing is pretty nice.
Shit, you could be too late if you want to see more. He might be in the major leagues this year. Who knows?
Well, yeah, and here's the thing, like but you can here's a guy like Matt Shaw, you can wait on a little bit, right? Because he already came in as the 13th pick. It's not like he came in and the people that were going to get him early on, FYPD or whatever it might be, didn't know about him. He's well known enough, and then he's hitting well. Like, what is the draw to go get him at this moment?
Yeah.
Without waiting for validation. You can sit and wait and see if he answers those question marks and then pay the same price to acquire him that you might pay right now. So that's why I'm saying I would hold off and just wait until I gathered some more information, more intel on him. But yeah, certainly looks promising. Power, speed combination. Right now he's projecting for 27 home runs and 26 stolen bases without regression. All of his tools grade as above average with a 65 for his hit tool. So pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff.
I love it. We're in top three.
One more thing before we get there. His comp is AJ Pollock, which I think is and he's still playing, which I think is pretty fitting because of the power speed combo that Pollock had during his peak years, where he was a pretty certain 2020 kind of guy. Maybe not certain now that I'm looking at it. I guess he had the 2020 potential. Those stolen bases have kind of dried up, and he's not quite the player he used to be. But he was pretty intriguing for a while.
Yeah, I get it.